Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Green. We're doing another Bible study, Revelation chapter 20. If you'd like me to come speak at your church, or if you have any questions, you can email me at godshohman@gmail.com. Revelation 20, starting in verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. You can see this angel coming down with this big chain. And he laid hold of the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. And this is talking about all the different names of the devil. He's called the dragon. He's called the old serpent, devil, Satan. It basically is implying that when it talked about the dragon in Revelations, it's talking about the devil. And when it talked about the serpent of the Garden of Eden, again, that's going to be the devil. And this is to bound him for 1,000 years. So here's an angel bound in a dragon with a key in his hand, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and sent him a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nation no more, till 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed for a little season. And this is simply saying that they're going to put the devil in the bottomless pit during the 1,000-year reign, and after that they're going to let him loose a little bit. And I almost think that they're doing this to show that the devil's going to be bound up for 1,000 years. Jesus is going to run the earth. It's going to be beautiful, peaceful, amazing. And yet after 1,000 years, when he's released, they're going to see how horrible the devil is. And some people are still going to choose the devil over God. This is just showing a battle between the devil and an angel, probably Michael. Just showing a really cool picture. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus, and for the word of God, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ for 1,000 years. Now, me personally, I've spoken for a long time that when you become saved, you're guaranteed to go to heaven after the second resurrection. But the first resurrection is going to be the 1,000-year reign. That's the bonus prize. The salvation is based off of a gift. You can't do anything to receive that gift. God gives you that gift of salvation, which sends you up into heaven. But the first resurrection is a 1,000-year reign. That's the bonus prize. That's when you get to rule with God, with Christ. Not everybody can get that. And it says here the people that get that are the people that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus, which is probably going to happen during the tribulation. It happened a lot of times in the martyrs in the Old Testament as well. And for the word of God, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received the mark upon their foreheads or their hands. So if you don't get the mark, if you don't worship the beast or his name, and basically you die for your faith, this is your works, this is your reward for doing that, and you get to reign on earth with Christ for 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead live not again until 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. So this is telling you that the first resurrection is people that get to live on earth to never die again for 1,000 years. After the 1,000 years is over, that's the second resurrection. And it's actually implied that if you don't do God's work, if you're a Christian, and you don't do God's work, you might be punished for this 1,000 years. After the 1,000 years is over, you get to go to heaven. That's a gift, that's guaranteed. But the 1,000-year reign is not guaranteed. That's not a gift. That's something that you do by working for Christ. And this is just showing another angel, and he's got the key, and he's got Satan all bound up. Blessed and holy is he that had part in the first resurrection. On such the second death has no power, but they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. This is reiterating the fact that the people that get the first resurrection, people that get here for the first 1,000 years, are blessed and holy, and it says that you can't basically die. And when the 1,000-year reigns are expired, Satan will be loosed out of his prison. And again, I think this is showing that you had peace on earth for 1,000 years, which technically is going to be 997 years. But peace on earth with Christ, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be just so amazing. And then when Satan is loosed, people are still going to go follow him, proving that they have a lot of deceit in their heart. And he shall go out to deceive the nations, which are the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, together to battle, the number of whom was the sand of the sea. So he's saying that after this time, Satan's going to go out to deceive everybody, and people are still going to follow him. And it says the people that follow him number who is more than the sands of the sea. So there's going to be all these people that are still going to follow him, even after you have perfect years here on earth. And they went up to the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and their beloved city. And fire came down from God from heaven and devoured them. So they're going to have this great plan. They're going to basically take over the kingdom of Christ, and fire is going to come down and just destroy them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of the fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So the beast and the false prophet is already in the lake of fire. But after they let Satan go, and I don't know if this is more for Satan to basically think about what he did, or for us to say, wow, we've had peace on the earth and people still follow him. But regardless, the devil gets set into the lake of fire. And then I saw a great white throne, and him that had sat upon it, for whom's face on the earth and heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. If you don't know about this thing, the first judgment, which happens at the rapture, is only for Christians and Christians only, and that's going to be the judgment seat of Christ. If you're at the judgment seat of Christ, you're a Christian, and you get your rewards at that point. The great white throne judgment is for everybody. Everybody's going to be there, and they're going to open up the Lamb's Book of Life, and if your name's in there, you know, all is good. But if you're not in there, they're going to basically say everything you ever thought, everything you ever done. People are going to sit there and see each person go up there, and all the stuff they've done in their life is going to be shown out there. All these things that you've ever done is going to be shown out there. What you've thought, what you've done, it's all these bad things, and everybody's going to say, yes, that person deserves to be punished. But the Christians are going to have their slate wiped away. Well, this person didn't do anything wrong, and then they're going to know, hey, they get to go to heaven. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God. And the books were open, and another book was open, which was a book of life. And the dead were judged out of these things which were written in the books according to their works. So all the things you thought, all the things you did, all the things you thought about doing, all the perverted and horrible thoughts in your head, those are all going to be out there for everybody to see. I mean, do you want to be judged for the things that you've done or things that you've thought? I don't think so. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell were delivered to the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. So everything you've done or thought, you're going to be judged according to, whether it be good or bad. And the dead of hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So if you deserve hell, you get set in the lake of fire. You've already know if you're a Christian because you've already been at the judgment seat of Christ. But the people that aren't going to the judgment seat of Christ are going to go to the lake of fire. On Judgment Day, you will realize what really mattered. A lot of people think that certain things matter. Money, fame, reputation. But at the end of the day, what really mattered is your relationship with Christ. If you don't have that, you're going to be in the lake of fire forever. You know, George Washington's been dead for a very long time. He's still dead today. I mean, think about that. You're going to be dead for infinity, for forever. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So if your name's in there, you're good. If your name's not in there, you have to go to hell. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching my video. If you'd like me to come speak at your church, you have any questions, you can email me. Also, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the first and second resurrection. Let me know about the lake of fire, and what do you think about Satan getting cast in the pit for 1,000 years? Do you think that's for Satan to think about what he did? Or do you think that's for the humans here on earth to say, hey, it's been beautiful and peaceful on earth for 1,000 years, and people are still following the devil after that? It's crazy. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'm going to put some links on here so you can check out my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have yourself a great day.